All right, on the podcast coming up this week, I talked to David Nilsen. He wears many hats, but he's the host of Bean to Barstool, which is a podcast focusing on craft chocolate and beer. He's also written books on the subject, and we're going to talk about everything. But we talked about beer and chocolate pairings, and he mentioned doing like a dark milk chocolate to go with a nice Belgian beer. Well, I don't have any Belgian beers in my fridge, but I have something from Bruz Beers in Denver, and they do Belgians right. So I've got the Bruz Beers here. I picked up a chocolate today at the airport from Vosges. Now, he was talking about a dark milk chocolate. I asked the people over at Vosges, and they said all of theirs was technically a dark milk. So I grabbed some. They gave me a sample here, so I'm going to have this with the Belgian beer from Bruz. So let's bust this open here. So this is a black salt. So this is 72% dark chocolate. As you could tell, it looks dark. As you could tell, this beautiful triple from Bruz is a nice color. Let me top off this foam here a little bit. Let me make sure I face the can. I got to face the can here. All right, so I don't know. I didn't ask them. I should have asked David, do you have the chocolate first and then the beer, or the beer and then the chocolate? But this is melted in my hand, so I'm going to have the chocolate first. That chocolate's really good. Really good. I like it. Like the bitterness of the chocolate really balances with that nice Belgian yeast. I think it's a really good combo. I'm melting all over my hands here. I'm going to finish this. The chocolate from Vosges, you got to pick up. It's phenomenal. I'll mute the chewing sounds. That's delicious. That's a great combination. Now, the beer and the chocolate by themselves are great. I've had the beer before. I've had the chocolate before. I picked up for my wife, because she's a big fan of Vosges, I picked up this and grabbed a couple samples here. I'm a big fan of Vosges. It's a Chicago woman-owned company. Everything I've had from them is really good. They do some like weird collaborations with like the Grateful Dead and Tom Petty. And I'm a big fan of everything that I've had from Vosges. So if you see them in the Chicago area, or you could order them online, I definitely recommend them. Bruz Beers is spectacular. I've talked about them on the show. I've had Ryan on the show a couple of times. Their beers are great. If you're in the Denver area, I would definitely check out Bruz Beers if you're a fan of Belgian-style beers. And if you want to hear more from David Nilsen about beer and chocolate, tune in to the Beer in Front podcast coming out probably Monday. So a couple days before Thanksgiving, if you want to pick up some beer and chocolates to have for the holidays.